Good morning. I'm Tami Damian, CEO, President of Leadership Education and Development, and author of the Life Lessons Learned series. Today, I'm going to share a life lesson with you and leave you with a challenge. So, a few years ago, my husband and I went hiking the Grand Canyon. And we went down canyon. It was a fabulous trip down. And that night, Mother Nature showed us her power. We had thunderstorms and we had lightning, and we even got to experience flash floods in the canyon. Perfect night. Next morning, we were packed up, ready to go. My husband looked at me with grave concern in his eyes. He was headed up to the North Canyon. I was headed back up to South Canyon. And his question was very pointed. Can you do this alone? And my response was, yeah, of course, I'm good. I'm fine. Love you. We kissed and we left. And I thought, can I? Do I have the physical ability? Do I have the mental ability? Do I have the spiritual ability to get up this canyon alone? And I didn't know. First third of the hike was fabulous. Second third of the hike was getting a little bit tiring, but I was taking care of myself and doing what I needed to do. The third part of the hike, I got frustrated. There's a lot of time when you walk alone up that canyon. And I got mad, and I stopped, and I looked up, and I said, why am I alone all of the time? I mean, are you even there? Are you there? I got nothing. But I did what I was trained to do, and I moved forward. One step, and another step, and another step. And I finally got almost to the canyon top, and I heard this little voice, you made it, I knew you'd make it. And I thought, oh, there was another hiker, and a lot of them had passed me that morning, but I didn't know somebody was right there by me, and I turned around, but I was the only hiker. And then this gorgeous little girl comes around the corner, and she said, I've been watching you in the spyglass all day. You made it, I knew you'd make it. Right then, her daddy came around the corner, and he said, really, I've been feeding quarters in that telescope all day. And she said, I told my mama that you were a girl, and my mama, she said that girls don't hike the Grand Canyon, but I knew you were a girl. Of course she did. I had purposefully dressed with a lime green shirt on, a pink overshirt on, and a yellow headband. And I did that because I thought, if something happened, if I fell down canyon, nobody would come looking for me. Not until 4 days later when I was supposed to be North Rim. Nobody would check on me, and I wanted to be able to be found. So she knew I was dressed like a girl. And then she said, I also told my mom I'm going to be the first black girl to ever hike the Grand Canyon. And it wasn't my role to tell her that girls, women of all races and ethnicities had hiked the canyon. But that Dad and I had just a little connection, and he kind of nodded, and I got down to her, nose to nose, and I said, baby, don't you let anybody take your dreams away. You set your goals and you go do it. I said, even if maybe Mama doesn't agree with it. And Daddy said, that's right. And so she said, can I be a hiker today? And I said, absolutely. She took one of my hiking poles in her other hand, and she and I held hands, and we went up canyon together. We got up canyon, she said, Daddy, will you take my picture with this lady, with this hero? I had never had my picture taken with a hero before. A hero? I'm just this old lady trying to get up. And so Daddy took our picture, and she told me thank you, and she ran off to Mama. Now, Mama was not quite as impressed with my excursion as I was, or her little daughter was, but she was gone. I asked Dad to take a picture of me, of my accomplishment. We shook hands. He said thank you, I said thank you to him, and there I was, on top of the canyon. But my life lesson learned, I wasn't really alone. I hadn't been alone from the moment that I stepped the opposite way from my husband. My other life lesson learned, you never know who's watching you. You never know. Even if it's a little girl, a few thousand feet up canyon. The third life lesson, too, is you never know whose hero you are. And so the challenge I give to you today is your behavior worthy of being someone's hero. Life gives us the lessons. It's up to us to learn them.
Wow.